Hello YouTube, Ken from Sweden here, coming at you. Hope everything is fine with everybody out there. It's 1st of September today, it's Wednesday. We have beautiful weather here in Sweden. It's a nice autumn day. And there's a lot of things going on here in Sweden. We have a Swedish private bank that's been closed. A private investments bank called HQ Bank, and we have a system here in Sweden. Cheers. We have a system here in Sweden, like it's a government-run. They call it the Finansinspektionen. It's guys that checks out the bank that they do what they're supposed to do, and they closed the bank a couple of days ago. So there's a lot of stressed customers out there. I think it's the first time a private bank is closed, so it's stirring up the bank system a little bit and the market. So, but they're working on a deal now. I think it's Nordea is going to buy this investment bank, and like everybody else, other banks out there, toxic assets and stuff like that, they've done a lot of bad investments that I think it was there were a minus of 1.2 billion Swedish crowns. So, but it's the first time a Swedish bank has been closed like that. Other stuff, yeah. Let's see, we're gonna have an election here, September 19. We have had a right coalition running Sweden for the last 4 years, and earlier the history has shown that the Social Democrats often rules for 2 periods, and then the right government comes in, and then the Social comes back. But this time, as the poll shows, the right government is still going to win the election, so they're going to run for 2 periods here. So, but I mean, it doesn't matter. They have a ball of money that they're going to distribute in the society. Doesn't matter who rules really. So, I mean, little people on the street can't see the difference. If we pay 100 crowns there or 100 crowns there, it's the same amount of money that is distributed in this society. So, but the central bank chief, he think that the Swedish economy is in good shape. I mean, the right government have done a pretty good work of keeping the economy in shape. So they are starting to rate higher interest rates in Sweden to cool the economy a little bit. So I think it's a lot of countries out there that has got economy moving again, especially Germany and some other countries. But we still have US and some eastern countries in Europe that's still in bad shape. So I don't think it's really mattering if you get the wheels running. We're gonna get into some big problems now anyhow. I think the US is, I'm gonna come back to that. But here in Sweden things are moving. And there was some poll, let's see, it was, I don't have it here, but Sweden was voted the 3rd best country to live in. So it's quite a good country. We have a good social net and take care of our older people, and we have a lot of people abroad coming here for safety. We take care of them too. So it's the 3rd best country to live in. Yeah, then I was thinking about, I saw a BBC show the other day, and they were talking to an economy guy that's against the globalization and everything like that. And they got into an argument that the girl that interviewed him said that haven't you noticed that globalization and the economy system we have today has made a lot of more people, the middle class, richer. That may be true, but we have a problem. I'm going to put up a link here that we see the population growth. In the Western countries hasn't had that population growth. It's mostly in the poor countries, and with peak oil, as I think we have already entered, we're gonna see a lot of problem in the future. and food and a lot of other stuff. It's going to be a big problem with this population growth. It's unique. I mean, we haven't seen anything like this, and it's a whole new ball game with so much people. So I think it's going to put such a burden on the economy and food and oil and everything, that we will see sooner or later a collapse. Maybe not in the coming years, but sooner or later it will happen, because it's you can't have this growth thinking all the time. We have to grow. Some people are getting richer, and we still have more people getting poorer. So it's a bad system. Yeah, I'm gonna put up a link to Vision Victor's last video that shows a lot of graphics from the US, what is going on there now. It's really frightening to see what bubble is just building over there, and whatever happens to the US economy, when that bubble bursts, it's going to affect the whole world, as it did in 2008 and earlier. So doesn't matter if we get the wheel running, we are so interconnected, all the Western countries and all the economies, that if one go down, and it's really sensitive. So yeah, and Obama he declared end of, what did he say, combat in Iraq. It's the second president who's done that, so it's a charade. It's we live in 2-minute news. We forget the past, and if you look at it, if people who really look why they went into Iraq to control the oil, of course they sign all the deals now with if Iraq hasn't the government, but I'm sure there's a lot of deals out there that they're gonna have control over the oil. And even if they take out the troops, they have they are increasing the private companies and private involvement in Iraq. So it's just a game for the media. But of course, a lot of people buy into it. So, but it's funny to see the second president say, "Wow, the combat in Iraq is over." The only positive thing is that people are not dying there anymore, but there's still a lot of violence going on. Yeah, and the same thing with this Middle East, start up again to try to get the Israelis and the Palestinians to talk again. It's a dead situation with Gaza there, so this is just, I think, from my point of view, I think with Iran, they made a deal with Israel. You have to make some sort of effort to get the peace deal go again. They're going to give them a year, something like that. But I think there's a deal between Obama administration and the Israeli administration, that they have to, for the viewers and the media, to show good intention of trying to get a peace deal. And then, in the end of the day, they're going to put the green button for Israel to attack Iran. So I think that's the deal there. I was just talking about when I talk to people about this, there's so few people that are interested in this stuff. You can call it conspiracy. Of course, we guys are crazy sometimes, wishing for something to happen and just waiting for it. But I think if you start questioning things like I did with 9/11 and stuff like that, you are interested in these things because you want change. You want something better to come out of it. But the sad thing is, when you talk to people, you see it's just few of us that really know what's going on. And of course, some of the guys, I'm gonna put in a link that I like, the Godlike Production. It's a conspiracy website, but it's fun to watch. I don't buy into all this stuff. It's just fun to watch. But you have to start questioning things to really get interested in other things than the Big Brother house on TV or mainstream news media. It starts with an interest of something that you don't believe in, and it's really healthy to, even if they call you a conspiracy nutcase, You have to start questioning things to find out more, and to build that interest in you to really search for another angle at things. So of course we don't want everything to fall down and just be a catastrophic, but we want a new system. We can't see, with the population growth, people getting poorer, not having food for the day, and there's just a few people out there in the Western country that can take benefit of the money and everything. So, but if we can get a system that is more fair, I think it could be done. But it's really tough after what happened in the last 30 years with everything. So it's a struggle, uphill struggle. But we who are on YouTube and all the blogs and everything, we have to keep working, try to get the message out, to get change, because you can only do change if you get a lot of people on your side. So everybody that's trying to do something, great work. And I'm just babbling along, just a short update. Everybody take care, I'll be back.